Now we'll finish both the left arm and shoulders follow through in overlapping action. We'll continue where we left off animating the arm before we move on to the shoulder. So let's select the left arm arcade control and we'll go into our perspective and graph editor view and right to the translate Y. First off, notice how the arm is locking up here as it's coming down. Well, let's fix that so there's a little bit more of a bend to it so we don't get an IK lock as the arm's coming down. So let's just translate the arm up until we get a bend. Nice bend like that. And then we can adjust our tangency here on frame 75 to get a smoother fall off. Great, so here's what we get now when we hit play. Alright. So that's looking better when we hit play. Great. And now we had a few things to fix here as the arm is coming back forward. What we need to do at around this time is actually have it translate forward some in the Z. So let's go there to our translate Z. And on frame 89 we'll translate it forward to fix the flow of the arm here. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Then we can adjust our tangency. Okay, again for the flow. So when we hit play, here's what we get. Alright, that's looking a little better, but we do have our translate Y to fix now because of this fix. So let's go back to the translate Y. And what we'll do is actually take this key on 88 and let's bring it up some more so we get more of a bend in the arm. And we want the arm straightening out at around this time. So what we can do is go to frame 85, but still selecting the tangent handle on 88, we'll just bring down the left tab to straighten out the arm some. Okay, not too much. We don't want any IK lock. Great. So now that's looking better. Alright. And then we do have this situation here where the arm is locking up. So we can just take this key on 103 and let's move it up some. Give the arm more bend. Great. So here's what we get. Now with these fixes done, let's do a play blast to check out how our arm's looking now. We can render one off from here. Here it is. Great. So now the motion in the left arm is looking much better. And from this view we can even see how much nicer our motion in both of our arms look by just offsetting one arm from the other. Okay, we can see that realism as well as that more interesting look in their movement as they're coming back down, as they're following through. Great. So now we can go ahead and move on to the shoulders. We'll close out our play blast, go to the left shoulder, and do similar fixes for what we did with the right shoulder. So let's go to our perspective and graph editor view. And here we can just take this key on frame 70, delay it one frame so it lies on frame 71, and then we'll take this shoulder and move it forward slightly so that there's a bit of a bend there. 71. Okay, and as the arm's coming back, we want to look where it's back the most. So that's going to be at about frame 84. Let's go there and just rotate our arm back. Okay, not much at all. And as it's coming forward, comes forward to about frame 100. So we could go there and just rotate it forward slightly. And then back on 103. So once we've done this, let's go to our perspective, hide our curves, and could even deselect and see how our arms are looking now from doing these fixes. Hit play. Okay, so it's looking pretty good, but of course we have the arms too bent. They need to be straightened out around this time here. So we'll just bring back our control curves, select our left arm IK, go to our perspective and graph editor view, and we need to just fix this key on 88 now. bringing it down some more. Straighten that out, and alright, so with that done, let's go ahead and render off a play blast. Seeing if we like the movement to our shoulders, or to see if we need to fix it at all. How about from here? Here it is. And it's looking pretty good, but I think at around this point we can bring them back some more. Okay, because this looks a little bit awkward, the shoulder motion here. So let's go ahead and close this out. Bring back our control curve, select the left shoulder, and fix this key on frame 84. We'll go to the rotate Y and just bring that back some more. Okay, and we could even check out the key that we've just set. Then rotate it Y. Okay, that looks fine. So his arm's going back. It goes back a little bit more. Then starts coming forward. Okay, and then for the forward motion, we'll check that out again. Alright, great. So with this done, let's go ahead and render off another play blast to see how the motion in the arm looks now. Here it is. Alright, great. That's much better. Okay, before we go ahead and call this arm done, remember we do want to check out multiple views of the arm to make sure that it is fine in more than one angle. So let's go for more of a back view. Okay, we'll make sure we get a nice view of our arms here and render off another play blast to check out the back. Here it is. Alright, great. So the left arm is looking pretty good. We do have some locking at about this point here, okay? But what we're going to do is move on to the next lesson where we're going to work on the wrist and pretty much fix up that locking that we're getting right now on about frame 71. So that finishes this lesson, and again in the next lesson we'll start working on animating the wrist.